With literally dozens of social media platforms to choose from, are you wondering where to position your business? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to determine what social media channels best fit your brand. Hello and welcome. My name is Eddie Garrison. I help brands just like yours grow their digital presence by utilizing the power of social media with real-world strategy, design, and results. I'll show you how to take your brand's digital presence to the next level with actionable tips, strategies, and tactics you can start using today. Social network usage by consumers is highly diverse. Platforms like Facebook are highly focused on exchanges between friends and family and are constantly pushing interaction through features like photos or status sharing and even social media-based games. Other social networks like Twitter are all about rapid communication and real-time news updates. Some networks like Instagram and Pinterest focus on community, while others highlight and display user-generated content. So, how do you know what social media platforms best suit your brand? I'm going to lay out a 4-part strategy that will help you determine where your brand needs to be on social media. Now, when we first start looking at what social media platforms are going to be best for your brand, we first have to look at the social media platforms themselves. I mean, we've got dozens and dozens, like I said earlier in this video, but which ones should you be on, and what are the top ones that everybody's on? We all know about Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and YouTube and LinkedIn, but narrowing those down to determine which one is going to be most successful for your brand, we first need to look at all of the options. So let's go over like the top 4 or 5 social media networks out there right now. Now let's break down the largest social media networks worldwide as of October 2018, ranked by number of active users. To no one's surprise, Facebook is coming in at number 1 with 2.23 billion active users per month. At number 2 is YouTube with 1.9 billion. Instagram comes in at number 3 with 1 billion even. Twitter is number 4 with 335 million. And rounding out our top 5 social media networks by monthly active users is LinkedIn with 303 million. Now that we know what the top social media platforms out there right now are with active monthly users, we can go back to something that we discussed in our earlier video about how to set up a successful social media marketing strategy, and that's going to be utilizing your buyer profiles or your consumer profiles. When you laid this out, when you were doing your social media marketing strategy, you put things in there like demographics, age, gender, income. Do they live in the city? Do they live in the suburbs? You also made note of what social media platforms they are currently on. So in the second step, you want to determine is what social media platform that your brand needs to be on. You need to start utilizing things that you've already set in motion when you put your successful strategic social media marketing plan in action, and that's going to be to utilize those buyer profiles. Now, working in conjunction with your buyer or consumer profiles is the next step in determining where your business needs to place itself on social media to be successful. Now, what you need to do is find out where your target audience lives. Now, what do I mean by that? Where do they live? I don't mean like what region of the country, what part of town they live in, nothing like that. I mean, where do they live on social media? If you look at your buyer profiles and your consumer profiles and your customer profiles that you've put together from your strategic social media marketing plan, you know where your target audience lives. If they live on Facebook, you need to focus your content there. If they're an Instagram crowd, you need to produce and publish content on Instagram. So one of the biggest steps in determining where your brand needs to position itself to be successful on social media is learn where your target audience lives. And the final piece of this 4-part strategy to help you determine where your brand needs to position itself to be on social media is where is your competition? Okay? 9 times out of 10, you're going to be targeting the same customers. They're going to have a buyer profile or a customer profile that looks very similar to yours. So what you need to do is put together a list of 4 or 5 of your direct competitors and see where their target audience is living. Like I said, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be targeting the same type of person on social media. So find out where your competitors are, and that's going to help you set up for success to have a good social media presence for your brand.